In a world where words are often used without thought, the power of silence remains an untapped treasure. Imagine your words as the sharpest blade, capable of cutting deep into the hearts and minds of those around you. Yet in the quiet spaces between these words lies a profound strength, a strength that can transform not only your life, but also the lives of others. This isn't just a poetic notion, it's a timeless truth, deeply rooted in ancient Buddhist and Zen teachings. Consider this. How often do we speak without considering the impact of our words? We talk to fill the silence, to express fleeting thoughts, or to assert our opinions. But in doing so, we may inadvertently create emotional wounds, spread negativity, or waste our energy on trivial matters. What if instead of speaking, we chose silence? What if we embraced the quiet and allowed it to guide us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us? Today, we delve into the transformative power of silence through a captivating Buddhist story. This tale reveals how a restless king, despite his wealth and power, found peace not in more words or actions, but in the simple act of staying silent. As you journey with us through this story, you'll discover how silence can calm the storm within, sharpen your focus, and lead you to a state of inner tranquility that no amount of talking could ever achieve. Prepare to be inspired, to question the role of words in your life, and to explore the profound wisdom that silence offers. Whether you seek peace, clarity, or success, the key might just lie in the moments when you say nothing at all. The story begins with a king who, despite having everything a person could desire, wealth, power, fame, and luxuries, found himself in a constant state of unrest. His mind was never at peace, and no matter how much he acquired or achieved, he felt an unshakable sense of dissatisfaction. This internal turmoil drove him to seek help from a renowned Buddhist monk known for his deep wisdom and peaceful presence. The monk lived far away from the chaos of the world, deep within a serene forest. His days were spent in meditation, surrounded by the natural beauty of trees, flowers, and the songs of birds. When the king arrived at the monk's monastery, he poured out his frustrations, admitting that despite his material success, he could not find peace. The monk, with calm and compassionate eyes, listened to the king's plight. After hearing the king's troubles, the monk offered a simple yet profound solution. Stay in my monastery for 15 days. During this time, you will live as a common person, engaging in simple tasks and, most importantly, practicing silence. You will speak only when absolutely necessary. The king, though skeptical at first, agreed to the monk's proposal. On the first day of his stay, the king found the silence overwhelming. His mind, used to the constant noise and activity of the palace, became even more restless. Thoughts raced through his head, and he felt an intense urge to speak, to share his thoughts, to seek answers from others. But he remembered the monk's instructions and resisted the temptation to break his silence. As the days passed, something remarkable began to happen. The king's restlessness started to diminish. Without the distraction of conversation, he began to notice the beauty of the world around him. The rustling of leaves, the fragrance of flowers, the gentle breeze, all these simple pleasures, which he had never paid attention to before, now filled him with a sense of wonder and peace. By the 10th day, the king experienced a profound transformation. The chaos in his mind had subsided, replaced by a deep, abiding calm. For the first time in his life, he was truly present in the moment, fully aware of his surroundings and at peace with himself. He found that in silence, he could connect more deeply with his inner self, gaining insights that had eluded him in the noise of everyday life. On the 12th day, the king entered a state of deep meditation. His mind, now free from the distractions of speech and thought, became a tranquil pool, reflecting the world around him with perfect clarity. In this state, the king realized the root cause of his suffering, his excessive talking and constant negative thoughts. He had been wasting his energy on meaningless conversations and letting his mind dwell on unproductive and harmful thoughts. This behavior had not only disturbed his peace of mind, but had also prevented him from performing his duties effectively, leading to a cycle of dissatisfaction and failure. With this realization came a profound sense of liberation. The king understood that true peace could not be found in external achievements or possessions, but in mastering the art of silence, both external and internal. He recognized that by speaking less and focusing on the quality of his thoughts, he could conserve his energy, sharpen his mind, and perform his tasks with greater efficiency and clarity. On the 15th day, the king approached the monk with a newfound sense of peace and gratitude. "Respected monk," he said, "I have discovered the source of my inner turmoil. I used to talk too much and think too negatively about others. This wasted my time, drained my energy, and disturbed my peace of mind. But these days of silence have taught me the power of restraint and the value of inner reflection. I feel as though I have been reborn." The monk smiled and nodded in agreement. "What you have discovered," he said, "is a truth that many overlook. Our words have great power, but so does our silence. In silence we can observe ourselves more clearly, understand our true nature, and connect with the deeper currents of life. This is the path to true wisdom and peace." The king returned to his palace, but he was no longer the same person. He carried with him the lessons of silence, using them to guide his thoughts, words, and actions. He spoke only when necessary, choosing his words with care and consideration. As a result, his relationships improved, his mind remained calm, and his reign became more successful and just. This story of the king and the Buddhist monk serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of silence in our lives. In today's fast-paced world, where we are constantly bombarded with information and feel the pressure to voice our opinions, the art of silence is more valuable than ever. Silence allows us to step back from the noise, reflect on our thoughts and actions, and connect with our inner selves. It is in these quiet moments that we can find the clarity, peace, and strength needed to navigate the complexities of life. Furthermore, silence can also deepen our relationships with others. When we listen more and speak less, we open ourselves to understanding and empathy. We can hear not just the words of others, but also the emotions and intentions behind them. This kind of deep listening can transform our interactions, making them more meaningful and authentic. In Zen philosophy, silence is considered the first step towards self-discovery. It is said that without silence, we cannot truly know ourselves. When we quiet the chatter of the mind, we create space for insight and wisdom to emerge. This practice of silence is not about suppressing our thoughts or emotions, but about observing them without attachment or judgment. It is about creating a space within ourselves where we can connect with our true nature, which is peaceful, compassionate, and wise. In conclusion, the story of the king and the Buddhist monk teaches us that silence is not just the absence of words, but a powerful tool for personal growth and transformation. By embracing silence, we can learn to manage our thoughts, speak with intention, and live more mindfully. This, in turn, can lead to a life filled with greater peace, clarity, and fulfillment. So, the next time you find yourself overwhelmed by the noise of the world, remember the king's journey. Take a moment to step back, embrace the silence, and listen to the wisdom within. You may find that in the quiet, you discover the answers you've been seeking all along.